Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to the K-pop World Channel. That night, the summer breeze in Tokyo felt different, as if it was carrying a secret. Behind the curtains of a brightly lit stage filled with the flashes of paparazzi and the glitter of international celebrities, there was a moment that couldn't be forgotten. A moment that wasn't just welcomed with cheers, but with silence. A silence that carried too many emotions, too many questions, too much longing. And from the edge of that stage, two figures walked forward slowly. Their steps were ordinary, but the atmosphere was not. Wang Yibo, dressed in an elegant black suit, carried a sharp gaze and a calm face despite the thousands of flashing cameras. On the other side, Xiao Zhan appeared like spring, softly entering the hearts of anyone who looked his way. His smile was subtle but sincere, his eyes gentle yet guarded. When the two stood side by side at the center of that international awards stage, time seemed to stop. For a moment, the world went quiet. Not noisy, not loud. Just two visuals standing still, as if created to complete each other. And seconds later, the giant LED screen behind them slowly lit up, displaying the words. The world's ultimate visual duo 2025, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. The audience exploded. But beneath the loud noise, hearts were frozen. It felt like that moment was too beautiful to be processed all at once. In an instant, the world witnessed not just two actors winning a visual award, but two men who had, once again, met under circumstances fans had only dared to dream of. They didn't greet each other. No hug. Barely any words. But isn't that kind of silence louder than applause? No dialogue was needed. No narration required, because everyone, regardless of where they came from, knew what they witnessed that night wasn't just an award. It was a reunion, one quietly longed for by fans all over the world. A vivid flashback hit many minds. 2019, the year the Untamed took the world by storm. The year Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan became one name in the memory of millions of eyes. A chemistry that wasn't fabricated. Gazes too honest to be labeled acting. After that, they pursued their separate paths. But they were never truly apart, because in the world of drama and fandom, they're a red string, too strong to ever be broken. For years, the world clung only to memories. Clip compilations, interview cuts, glimpses behind the scenes. But that night, it all became real again. Not just on screens, not just in memory, but right there in front of the world's eyes. Media from every country rushed to report the news. Legendary visuals reunite, wrote a Korean headline. Le duo impeccable, praised a French magazine. In America, a journalist simply called them the epitome of timeless allure. But among all those voices, it was the fan bases who understood the moment best, because they were the witnesses who never gave up waiting. One international fan base wrote on Twitter, "For years, we only hoped, and tonight, that hope stood before us in the light. We cried not because they won, but because they're still here, together." The hashtag Wang Xiao Visual Duo topped trending lists in 38 countries. Fan art, edited videos, and clips of their glances flooded timelines in minutes. No heavy evidence needed. One moment of them standing side by side was enough to make the world believe again. Visuals like this only exist between them. But beyond the euphoria, many questions resurfaced. Was this just a one-night miracle? Will they disappear again after this? Was the industry preparing a bigger surprise? Or was this simply a crafted moment to ease the fans' longing? Because the most painful thing for longtime fans isn't not seeing them together. It's being given brief hope, then left alone again in silence. Rumors began to swirl. Some Chinese media whispered about a potential international film project with both actors cast as leads. No confirmation yet, but the timing of the rumor, right after this award, made everything feel plausible, especially when a few cameras caught Yibo glancing briefly at Zhan while stepping off the stage, as if trying to say something he couldn't put into words. And as always, both remained silent. But perhaps that's how they speak. No need for grand gestures. No need for hugs. Because the energy between them speaks louder than any microphone. an intensity no director could ever script. Many older fans came out of hibernation that night. Those who had moved on to other fandoms or backed away out of exhaustion admitted their hearts had never truly left. Because the bond created by these two wasn't just about projects or visuals, but about feeling. And feelings, once they touch you, never really fade. In a brief backstage interview, Xiao Zhan smiled softly when asked about the award. He said simply, "I'm grateful the world still remembers." But behind those words, many felt he was holding something back. Maybe emotions, maybe a story not yet ready to be told. Yibo, as usual, said less. But one of his short quotes went viral. Some connections never disappear. They just stay quiet. That sentence shattered fandom silence. And it stirred hearts that had nearly gone numb, back into motion. Because if anyone understands what a quiet connection feels like, it's them drama lovers who grew up with the story of these two souls. Now, the question is no longer whether they're the best visuals. That's been answered. The world has spoken. Now, the question is, where is this togetherness heading? Could this be the beginning of something more? Or merely a fleeting reunion before another silent parting? No one knows. But for now, it's enough. Enough to know they're still here. That this stage, this world, hasn't stopped bringing them together. That night, it wasn't just the cameras that lit up, but hope too. And if you ask your heart, you'll know. That moments like these don't come twice. That when Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan stand together, the world doesn't just look more beautiful. It feels calmer. Because in all the chaos of the entertainment world, there's only one duo who can make us go quiet and feel. Now, the only question left is, were they really preparing? Is this the door to a reunion project? Or are they trying to tell us something that words can't yet express? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of their journey. Because in a world that keeps changing, maybe the only thing we can still hold on to is an unfinished feeling. See you in the next video. Only here on K-Pop World.